nighttime. It took me so long.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here's Foreman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain.
Now back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw here. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle. Made at the Panthers 14.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Check, ready. Took the pitch first. You ain't going nowhere.
Second and 14. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll drop the throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made. The Panthers 43.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 67 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a third and long situation. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set, ready. Get to Pittsburgh. I got you, pop. Check your screen. Hey, turn it up.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
On the ready. Line's 50, line's 50.
And that's complete to Adams. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers, and even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Motion, I got one. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Watch the whip.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Clark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, it's Brooks. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on him. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Panthers 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 50, huh? Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, Trey, the twins.
2nd and 4. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the default. It's 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 24, check 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend as the Ravens push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
36. Check 1, check 3. Yeah.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Tight end's right. 3 down. Ball trot.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go. Check him out. Check the call. Check the call. Check.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Army.
Back to throw. And he'll find Hall. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Ready? 50's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Swipe, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason...